Today I'm breaking down the global safety reporting around Librela and Solensia, two widely used veterinary monoclonal antibody drugs for osteoarthritis, pain in dogs and cats. Millions of doses have been administered worldwide, and post-market reports now exist from regulatory agencies. In this video, we will lay out the numbers, which countries report the most events, and what official sources say, so that you can understand the facts without the fear. What are these drugs? Librela, Vet and VetMub, is a canine monoclonal antibody designed to reduce osteoarthritis pain. Solensia, Fornevetmab, is the feline counterpart for cats. Both were approved in different regions between 2021 to 2023 and have seen millions of doses used globally. Zoetis, the manufacturer, states, "These products are safe when used according to the label, and serious adverse events are considered rare." Global Adverse Event Reporting. Librela Adverse Events, a global pharmacovigilance report. Zoetis database shows 18,102,535 doses sold, with 17,162 adverse events reported in dogs worldwide, which is approximately 9.48 reports per 10,000 doses. The most affected countries by report frequency: Canada, United States, United Kingdom, Australia, Germany. Reported clinical signs included lack of efficacy, neurological events, for example, ataxia, lethargy, and death in rare cases. FDA Librela data noted 3,674 adverse reaction reports, including 458 reported deaths in dogs as of April 2024. FDA also acknowledged serious neurological signs and that in some cases the outcome included death or euthanasia. Solensia adverse events. According to the FDA's AD data for Solensia, up through mid-2024, there have been thousands of adverse event reports in cats. For example, 3,882 events from 132.022 to 6302024. These reports contain events including skin and systemic issues and a small number of deaths reported in the detailed clinical listings. European Safe Reporting, Public Vigilance, data aggregated in advocacy summaries, suggests tens of thousands of suspected adverse reaction reports for Librela in Europe, for example, 35,372 reports, and Solensia, for example, 14,966 reports, including deaths. Librela, approximately 4,962. Solensia, approximately 1,217. These figures are from third-party summaries of EAA data. What these numbers do not show. Before I go any further, it's critical to understand what these figures actually represent, and just as importantly, what they do not represent. Zoetis does not log every side effect experienced by every animal. Regulatory agencies like the FDA, EMA, and other global authorities rely primarily on voluntary reporting from veterinarians, clinics, and pet owners. That means not every adverse reaction is reported. Not every veterinarian files a report. Not every pet owner knows how to report. And not every outcome is captured in official databases. So when you see numbers like 3,674 or 17,162 global events, those are only the cases that were officially submitted, not the total number of reactions that may have occurred worldwide In pharmacovigilance, this is known as underreporting, and it's a recognized limitation in post-market drug safety monitoring. Regulatory agencies themselves acknowledge that adverse event databases cannot determine the true frequency of side effects, nor can they prove causation. They only track reported suspicions following drug use. So while these numbers do not prove that Librela or Solensia caused specific outcomes, they do show that serious events, including deaths, have been reported often, enough for regulators to continue monitoring and updating safety guidance. The absence of complete data does not mean the absence of risk. It simply means the full picture is still unknown. What the data can and cannot prove. Adverse event databases can show patterns, can highlight safety signals, can trigger label updates, can prompt investigations, but they cannot prove causation, cannot show frequency, cannot capture all cases. Regulators themselves acknowledge that these systems are incomplete. So while the data does not prove Librela or Solensia caused specific outcomes, it does show that serious events, including deaths, have been reported often enough to warrant continued monitoring. Country comparison. Region, authority, Librela adverse events, reported deaths, United States, FDA, approximately 3,674. Reports approximately 458 deaths reported. Dogs. Global Zoetis PV data. 17,162 total events. Rare death events included. Europe, EMA summaries approximately 35,000 plus. Librela reports approximately 4,900 plus. Reports listing death as outcome. Solensia, FDA, approximately 3,882 aid. Reports, cats, death recorded in detailed listings. Adverse event reports do not confirm causation. They reflect suspected events following drug usage. Regulatory authorities and manufacturers often state that these reports are not proof of direct causality. What official sources say? Zoetis emphasizes the drugs are safe and majority of adverse events are rare. FDA provides post-market reporting and encourages vets owners to continue reporting adverse events. EMA, European vets, ongoing pharmacovigilance, and reports suggest rare events that may be added to product labeling. Millions of doses of Librela and Solensia have been used worldwide. Multiple adverse event reports exist, with neurological, systemic, and general signs. Deaths have been reported in adverse event data, but reporting does not establish causation. Rates of reporting vary widely by country and reporting practices. Official regulators continue to monitor and update labeling. The absence of complete data does not mean the absence of risk. It simply means the full picture is still unknown.